Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of an update on my 99 Lexus LS400. I filmed a little video in my garage a couple months ago, like showing the car just as I got it and exactly the shape it was when I picked it up from the seller's house. Done a little bit to it, so I'm going to show you guys around and we'll just jump right in. So the first noticeable thing is, if you're comparing the two videos, is this thing has different wheels on it than it did then. It had some like cheap, kind of off the rack discount tire type wheels on it, and they were like the double bolt pattern ones. And actually it had wheel spacers on the front too, which I was not super happy about, like just tiny wheel spacers to clear the brakes. So I was like, I'm just gonna go back to OEM. I found this set for $150 on Facebook Marketplace. These are the original wheels. They're not in the best shape, but they will get the job done, I guess, until I decide what else I want to do with it. I actually really dislike these design wheels, the Sheriff Star wheels they call them. I don't like them. So I'll try to maybe get something else for it eventually, or who knows, I might sell the car. We'll see. We'll get into that a little later though. I'm just gonna walk around it for you guys though. We'll just see how it's going. You can see I've added a little trunk spoiler. It's white. I found that at my local pick and pull junkyard, and I thought it kind of helped hide the paint fade on the trunk, so it's on there with double-sided tape. Nothing crazy. It's not going to damage the, well, there's nothing to damage underneath, I guess. There's no clear coat left. But that's where we're at with that. I might color match it, or I might take it off, but I kind of like the way it looks, so I'm probably just going to leave it. I did wax the car, at least in the places where it has paint left. So you can see the trunk is still faded out, and there's some swirl marks on that from where I kind of tried to do like a turtle wax hard shell on it, and it definitely helped, but it still looks pretty bad. So that's still the worst part of this car. It was before, and it definitely is now, and it shows actually now that I've waxed the rest of the car up. It kind of shows that the paint is bad, which is really unfortunate because this car only has like 140,000 miles or something like that right now. So if I end up keeping this car long term, I will probably do something about the paint, but we'll see. For now, it's just a daily driver, and so I'm not really that worried about it, but it is what it is. Continue to walk around here. There's still a good amount of scrapes and scratches and dings on this. I mean, it wasn't garage kept or anything by the last owner, so it's definitely well used, but there's no huge damage on the car at all, which is nice, I guess, for this being 25 years old at this point. So you can see it still has that black, what I thought was a clear wrap, or not a clear wrap, just like a car bra in the original video. It's actually paint. So someone, for whatever reason, someone actually sanded down the factory paint and spray painted it, or whatever, black, because I tried to take it off on the corner of the hood here, like right there, and it was actually just down to the bare metal. So I was like, all right, screw that, I'm just gonna repaint it. So I just put black back over it, and that's probably just gonna stay the way it is, because I don't want to put the time into taking all that stuff off and then repainting it the correct color and what have you. If I do end up doing the hood and the trunk though, then that will get done with it. But honestly, I don't know. That's probably never gonna happen, just realistically, because this is just a daily driver. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that, but this is it's not by any means a showroom car at all. So I do use this car. But yeah, the paint cleaned up okay though. You can see there's a lot of fading on the little body panels on the doors, the plastic pieces on the bottom, which sucks. So it's one of those things with these cars, these LS400s, they really look rough if you don't take care of the paint. Like, that's really the biggest thing. Like, you could see one with 250,000 miles and pristine paint, and it will look better than one with 100,000 miles that's been left in the sun for 25 years, which is like this one. So it's really unfortunate. These cars age very poorly if you don't take care of the paint. So if you have one with good paint, please take care of it. That's all I have to say. I guess we'll move on to the interior. There's nothing really to note out here other than the wheels and the spoiler that I've done since the last video. So I mean, it's just a quick update. Interior is really where it's cleaned up, and it is dirty. I apologize. I didn't immediately detail it before this video. It was kind of a couple months ago, so I mean, you can still see there's a little bit of shine on the doors and stuff and the dash, but I didn't like just detail it, so there is dirt and cinders and things like that. So seats are very good condition, actually, considering the rest of the car, I guess. This is the worst part of the interior. I'm gonna take this key out so that it is not being loud. But the console lid is actually the worst part of this car, which is unfortunate, but I'm willing to live with it in terms of the interior, because most of these actually have like ripped seats and things like that by now. And this one has surprisingly held up well, given that it was outside in Phoenix, Arizona, in the 110 plus degree weather for multiple years, not being used. So I'll take what I can get there. Steering wheel has some cracking, again, from that excessive heat and sun. Same with the console. There's that little trim piece in the center console, the wood at least, and it has a crack in the resin on the plastic finish on the edge of the wood, so that sucks. But again, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me that much. It's really the big things. Namely, we'll get into it, I suppose. So I ended up putting this A-Toto double did CarPlay head unit into this car. And if you're curious on how I did that and deleted the nav, I have a video on that, so go check that out. But I ended up with this climate control piece that was worse than the one that I took out. And the one I took out was obviously the nav screen. And so obviously that's all integrated into one. You need to buy a new climate piece to replace the whole thing so that you can delete the radio and add this one. This one is not in good shape. It's pretty scraped up. The temperature readout on here is actually fading out, so when it gets above like 90, you can't really read it, which sucks, but you know, I'm willing to live with that kind of stuff to have my music being able to be played, so it kind of evens out there. And there is like obviously all this cracking and things like that. I did not buy the air vent that you need for the swap, and so we actually have this wooden trim piece. I'm working on another one that has closer match to the actual finish, but here's what I have now, and it's kind of slotted in through there, and it's just some cedar wood. But yeah, just to fill that gap, I didn't want to spend the $200 to get it, to get the actual air vent for the non-nav model. So this works, and I'm happy with it. Other things to note, I have a little magic mount, phone mount thing with phone charger, wireless charging built in for my iPhone, which is nice because I drive and I actually do delivery driving sometimes in this car, and so it's nice to have my phone charging and then also the music playing wirelessly, and I don't have to plug my phone in at all when I'm getting in and out of the car a bunch of times. So that's nice. This does not retract, so, or the little coin slot in the middle, you have to manually pull it down. The spring must have broken that, which is kind of annoying, but again, it's like those little quirks that kind of don't really bother me. And then if you look down in the center, I added an IS300 shift knob, and I think it looks kind of nice in this interior, actually. I had that wood one on there for a while that was really peeled up, and I just wanted something else, so I was able to find this one on eBay actually for 10 bucks, and I was like, we'll try it. It looks good. And I actually really love the way it feels in the hand. I think it looks premium. The wood is nice, but this kind of dates the car a little more than the wood in a way, but it also makes it feel more modern. I don't know how to really describe that, but I just think it like just adds something to this interior that the wood doesn't. I guess I'll start it up and we can check the mileage here. Got 141. I'll cut off that climate control for you guys so you can hear. 141,653 miles. I believe it was at 137 or something last time I made the video. So I've put quite a few miles on this car in the last couple of months, and I'm just loving it. I mean, it is so nice to drive, so smooth. It's been reliable. I haven't had any problems with it engine-wise, or really at all. So that's awesome. But yeah, starts right up. No warnings actually at all. So close that, it just goes away. Seatbelt warning is on, but other than that, no check engine lights, no ABS, no traction messages, nothing like that. It's been solid. It's awesome. And then you can see that the head unit there. I'll make a video on that, potentially just showing how it works. If you guys are interested in getting this exact one, I think it's one of the best ones you can get for under $200 with wireless CarPlay, and it doesn't have like a lot of bugs and glitches like a lot of the super cheap ones do. So stay tuned for that video, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not going to go into depth into that in this video, but the CD changer doesn't work anymore, which kind of sucks, but again, I have Spotify, so I don't need my CDs. But it would be kind of cool to like delete this and then have some other type of storage thing put in. I'm not really sure if I'll do that. Probably won't, but yeah, I'll pop the hood and we can look at that motor. All right, so here it is. You can see my hood shocks are still blown out. I haven't gotten around to buying replacement ones yet, so that'll be done in the future at some point. But yeah, we've got the 1UZ under here, still running strong. Brand new timing belt, water pump, seals, everything in there, new coolant. It's ready to rock and roll. I haven't gotten around to doing the power steering pump because it hasn't leaked that much. I think I've had to top it off like a tiny bit once in the last, I don't know, what has it been, like almost 5,000 miles now, so I'm not super worried about it. The only mechanical thing that really bothers me with this car currently is the front suspension, like control arms, or however they would be, some type of A-arm in there. The bushings are totally shot, so it clunks really bad over bumps. That I kind of want to get addressed eventually, but they're expensive to buy, so I might hold off on that, because again, it doesn't affect the alignment or anything, so I'm not super worried, but it is just kind of like a minor inconvenience. Yeah. Not much else to say under here. It's been super solid, sounds great, runs good. Changed the oil on it, everything like that. It's been great. The other thing I guess I will mention is when I did buy this car, the air conditioning was not operable, and I just bought one of those cans from Walmart, like the AC Pro ones, and I just recharged it myself, and it blows super ice cold now. So must have had a little leak in the system. I know those AC cans like have a little bit of stop leak or something in them, just the way it goes. I would rather not have that in there, but what are you gonna do? And it seems to have solved whatever minuscule leak there might have been in this system. Again, they didn't drive this car really ever, the last owners that is, and so it doesn't really surprise me that the AC went out after sitting for so long, but it's just one of those things. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything you want me to do with it, anything you want to see on it, please leave a comment down in the description. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do with it. There was kind of talk of lowering it and stuff, but honestly, I kind of don't really want to destroy it with such low miles and slam it out. So it is possible that I might get rid of it and get a diesel Volkswagen Jetta, because I always liked those things. I had one before, a few cars before this one, so that may happen, or I may keep this. I'm not really in a position to buy another car right now, so it's like, you know, this thing has been great, why not keep it? But I am getting a little bored. There's not a whole lot I have left to do other than paint, and that's expensive. So if I end up doing the suspension or rebuilding the power steering pump, I will make a video on those things. I'm definitely going to get window tint as well, because it is a fishbowl and it cooks in there. I mean, that thing just gets hot. You leave it sitting for 5 minutes and it's terrible in there. It's just a full oven. So window tint is definitely on the list, but otherwise, I mean, I don't really have anything else that I need to do. It's been solid. It is, I don't know, it's a great car. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess.